It's a lovely, quiet evening. So, we're going to pull another Ògham. What have they got for us? What do you want us to know today, Spirit? Let's see. The Fern. You may know somebody called Fern. The Fern. So let's see what we can learn from the Fern, shall we? Well, older. That's more like it. Older, 47. So, it's the moon 4, number 4. So the moon, full moon on the 12th, the number 4, which we've had in the read today. The tip of the ring finger. So the tip of the ring finger, if we look on the palmistry, is Cancer energy. The ancestors, the womb, the breasts, vehicles, travel. It's the colour crimson, green, brown and royal purple. There we go. The stone is the fire garnet and the bird is the gull. The goddess is Saul or Kor, Saulekore. We'll have to look that one up. The symbols are flowers. The planet is Saturn, the planet of truth and Pallas. Metal is lead. The day of the week is Saturday. How clever are they? They think they're really good, don't they? Saturday. The musical note is C. The message is utility, good time to work magic. Protection, a shield of warrior band, a shelter of the heart. The flower essence is Genetian larch. The legend of the Rollright Stone. Once there stood in this sacred place an alder grove. Beside the stone circle, the alder buds spiralled on the twig in the dance of life. The flowers bursting green sang of the mystery of the waters. The red bark sang of the flames of the fire. The brown twigs echoed the colour of the earth. The circle now lies silent, each dewdrop a tear of the sun, sorrowing until the prophecy shall unfold that when the labyrinth is laid to the altar and her blood is shed, then shall the king's stone move and the dance will begin anew. Fern is a great strength in any situation and is powerful in any competition. The alder is tenacious and determined in its power. Alder indicates the very founding principles of tradition. Fern suggests that you remain steadfast in your principles, which are the foundations of your knowledge and being. If you are unsure of what these are, then that is your task until they are found. Be aware of any danger or dispute. Encourage and allow change in your life. Do not allow your fears to keep you stuck. Use your courage to work with the changes that come about. The alder is found along lowland rivers, growing with aspens, poplars and willows. Alder sprouts from a stump, which allows them to regenerate after heavy flooding. If protected, they may grow to 65 feet. Their leaves are blunt-tipped and it is common for the mountains of Europe. They are not restricted to moist soils. North America and sold as black alders. It is a wood that is said to resist rotting when it is wet and was the wood of choice for pilings in many regions. Alder are members of the birch family. And I've just done a private read where it said about flooding. I am a shining tear of the sun, and I have been a drop in the air. I am a ray of the sun. At this moon emerging sings, I am a tear of the sun. We are now past the equinox and in the second half of the spring quarter. So, second half of spring, we talked about spring this morning. Our fire, initially invoked at Imbolc, which I know some of you have got Imbolc now on the southern hemisphere, finally finds fulfillment. The days are becoming longer and the sun is gathering strength. Our beautiful earth is responding to the warmth. Here where I live, trees are leafing, although in many parts of the world it has not yet occurred. Around me, flowers are blooming, and I am aware that everything is waking up, and everyone blossoming and alive. As we have come through the year, we have experienced the energies of water and air and now receive the gift of fire. Water spreads itself over the land and then receives direction and purpose for air, and now opens herself to the warmth of the sun. At this point in the year, fire comes to warm the coolness of the water and turns potential into life. Mythically, emergence offers us the friendly qualities of fire in a watery form, a tear fallen from the sun. The new plants, small in their emergence, are miniature versions of plants they will become. Taking this into consideration, we may view our creative projects and create them with the minds first, so that they can take shape as the seasons unfold. Our greatest wish is that what we create express our deepest desires, what we truly crave, and what we will utilize our talents and imagination for to realize our greatest potential. Let us manifest true eternal image upon which our future growth will come to manifest. So what you manifest will come to pass. So stay positive. As the moon waxes, we become aware of the growing light and the feeling the warmth coming into our bodies. On the full moon, let us become fully illuminated by the fire of the sun. So we'll find out what sign is in the moon when the full moon comes in the sun, when the full moon comes in on the 12th. Let us open ourselves to clarity, illuminating what is still hidden deep within. And finally, as we move through the waning of the moon cycle, let us release those formed images of our creative mind, ready to be manifested in this world. Alder is the tree of Bran. In the battle of the trees, the alder fought in the front line. This shows that it is one of the first 5 consonants coming before willow and not after. Alder is described as a battle witch of all woods, the tree that is hottest in the fight, so the fire signs may be. Alder is prized for its charcoal. In Ireland it was thought that if you cut down a sacred alder, your house could possibly burn. Its leaves and timber resist water better than any wood, and it was used for making milk pails and other wooden vessels. It yields 3 fine dyes, red from the bark, brown from the twigs, and green from the flowers, typifying fire, earth, and water. When the alder is cut down, it is white at first, and then it seems to bleed red like a man. Fern also includes the Sabbath, or the spring equinox. Span for me the waters of life, bridge for time the river of death. Words taken from the ritual of Bran, when the day and night are equal. So, 21st there. The man alder in a man marries the woman alder in a woman at the spring equinox. When alder is quiet, resistance, ash is strength. Ash burns well, but alder does not, because it is water-resistant properties and associated with water. The alder is the tree of Bran, the blessed, whose animal is the raven in Celtic myth. The raven is also Odin's bird from the north place. So watch from the north for the raven. Weep for the sparkling stream. Weep for the great oak tree. Weep for the bright blue sky. Weep for the memory. Weep for the sacred groves. Weep for the peaceful years. Weep for the fruitful field. Weep for the present fears. Weep for the endless fight. Weep for the justice night. Weep now all our might. Weep for our birthright. On the earth, in the air, through the fire, by the water, I am clarity, the alder's moon daughter. The garnet is red with a violet tint or red with a brownish tint. Garnet can help to clear and open your base chakra. This is said to increase the flow of energy into the body, and this can be grounding and energizing. Garnets can help unlock hidden memories of past lives when used in conjunction with the third eye chakra. Place them in the center of the forehead. They can clear the residual negativity that blocks these memories from emerging. Garnet is a calming stone. It soothes energies and especially helpful in developing the patience and consistency needed to succeed in business. Garnet is also said to aid the orderly mental process and foster the imaginative solutions that business requires. Red garnets promote love. Their subtle energies can help you become more moral while also allowing you to gain control of your sexuality. Red garnets can help you tune into the energy of your heart, rekindling passions and feelings. They can also increase fertility and are said to cleanse the blood and blood-rich organs. Why is the gull in the next place not hard? In this mouth, gulls congregate on the ploughed fields, and crimson is the colour of the grain. The magical egg which is found in the month of the older and of the young sun struggling through the haze. Gull represents the believer in universal abundance, attributes of providing. She teaches us how to find necessary items required for what is before us. One can begin to see a clear path of deception, learning to look beneath the surface. Gull is the key to universal abundance. It's beyond the north wind. Laros comes from the Greek laros, which was the name for the ferocious seabird. A gull, we presumed this is easy. Additionally, can be translated as the very north or even beyond the northern wind. Darling little white sun, mother sun, little sun mother, small silver sun. Starlight, Sudrabota. These are names by which she is known near the Baltic Sea. Sol leads the dance beside the vast forest. Give me, mother, a golden belt, because I want to run and watch. Sol, my amber weeping goddess, creating light like thread. As Sol's mat, my mother's son, daily blessings, your thankful world with light. Sol wears silken garments with a silver crown made of gilded leaves. Sol crosses the lake, brilliant as tinsel and polished slippers at her feet. Goddess Mother Sol reaches her hand above the river, her shawl, her gilt shawl, slipped from her shoulders. I open the window to Sol, I look out at Sol. Ah, it's too short this life that I live in her light. The Sun Mother weaves shawls in the middle of the sky. Two are solid gold, the third is solid silver. Sol, my amber weeping goddess, creating a light that like thread. A Sol's mat, my mother's son, daily blessings your thankful world with light. And Kor is the original name of the maiden of the spring. So spring is massively important. They've been telling us that, and Ablas has told us that in the astrology. She was thought to be a carefree and cheerful girl, much loved by her mother Demeter. So Kor is Persephone then. It is told that she strayed away from friends, got completely lost in looking at the beautiful flowers. Hades then rose up through the earth. So, they was born on the 2nd of the 29th, took her by the wrist and carried her with him to the underworld. After she was kidnapped, she was known as Persephone, Queen of the Dead, at the gates of hell. So mark hard. They never do anything for no reason, do they? Demeter was the mother goddess who we talked about today, which is the 3rd or the 30th. She wandered the earth for a very long time looking for her, leaving her world of greenness behind, causing winter to come and turn her world cold and cruel, while she lamented the loss of her beloved daughter. She went to Zeus and demanded that her daughter be returned to her. Zeus declared that Persephone could return to her mother, but only if she hadn't tasted the food of the dead. However, she had eaten a few pomegranate seeds. Because this, she was only allowed to return to Earth for a portion of the year. It is said that Ka enjoyed both the underworld and her life on Earth. She felt sorry for the lost souls there and wandered about so to guide them. The Ka is then a symbol of the budding and dying of nature. She is the maid or the maiden. Her attributes can include a torch, a crown, a sceptre, and a stalk of grain. When she returns to Earth in the spring, she is Ka, and the fruits of the earth bring to bloom, which marks the true beginning of spring. So we have to look towards spring then. It gives us hope, doesn't it? Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed that. I love these. Bye.